Introducing a retro TV gem from the 70s, a variety show that brought the beloved Brady family together for a groovy hour of entertainment. This show had it all: singing, dancing, comedy sketches, and plenty of guest stars to keep you entertained. As you tune in, get ready for some surprising, hilarious, and even touching facts about this classic show. You won't want to miss out on all the fun details. Now, do you have a personal story about how this show influenced your life? Maybe it brought laughter to your family's living room every week or inspired you to pursue a career in showbiz. Share your memories and experiences with us in the comments below. So, keep watching for more fun facts, and don't forget to share your own stories. This blast from the past may have aired decades ago, but its charm still resonates today. Stay tuned for more. As I was browsing through old TV shows on YouTube, I stumbled upon a classic from the 1970s that left me quite surprised. The production seemed like a blast from the past, with its flashy fashion and somewhat lacking performances. Back when I used to enjoy watching it, I never imagined seeing them singing and dancing like this, accompanied by upbeat music. It felt more funny than nostalgic, to be honest. Some cast members might look back on those days feeling a bit embarrassed, I reckon. One of them, in particular, Eve Plumb, made a smart move by distancing herself from the whole affair. The aftermath of the show's cancellation in '74 became a source of amusement. They tried to revive it with the Bradys in 1990, dealing with unexpected issues like alcoholism and paralysis. Their reunions were marked by egotism and changing cast members, adding more drama to the mix. Despite the flamboyant spectacle of the show, one would have expected a bit more humility. But no, their larger-than-life egos persisted, especially during their reunion ventures. Just imagining them facing the judgment of Simon Cowell on American Idol or Britain's Got Talent is both funny and cringeworthy. They would have surely gotten 3 strikes without a doubt. The show might not have aged well, but it still stands as a reminder of the quirks of 1970s television. In casting for the 1976 TV series The Brady Bunch Variety Hour, Maureen McCormick was considered for the role of Regan McNeil in The Exorcist. Initially, there were no plans to include the Brady's housekeeper, Alice, but bringing back Ann B. Davis proved to be a bit of a challenge. Davis had quit showbiz, moved to Denver, and was volunteering at a vicarage, giving lectures, leading worship, and performing chores. Her agent found her and asked her to do a cameo, which ultimately led her to sign on for the entire series. Farrah Fawcett, though separated from Ryan O'Neal in 1997, reunited with him in 2001 after his leukemia diagnosis. They remained a couple until her death. In the world of entertainment, the lives of actors often extend far beyond the characters they portray on screen. Take, for instance, one cast member from a popular TV show who has an epitaph on his tombstone that reads, "Good night, sweet prince," a line from a famous Shakespeare play. Another cast member found joy in being part of a post-apocalyptic film and was excited to play a role in a sequel. Additionally, one member of the ensemble declined several notable film roles, which were eventually taken on by another actress. These insights provide a glimpse into the diverse experiences of the cast beyond their time on the show. In the world of comedy and television, there are some interesting stories about famous people. One comedian, Milton Berle, got the nickname the Thief of Bad Gags because he often stole jokes from others. This made a lot of other comedians upset. Even though he was talented, some people questioned if his success was because of his own jokes or if he borrowed them from others. There's a story where Berle admitted to another comedian, Groucho Marx, that he stole jokes. But instead of being understanding, Marx responded with sharp wit, leaving Berle speechless. Another story is about Barry Williams, known for his role in a popular TV show. When he wasn't acting, he was attending school in California. He might have even gone to school with Donald Petrie, who later became a famous Hollywood director. Their time in school probably influenced their careers in entertainment. Then there's Susan Buckner, who was in the same TV show as Williams. She was known for her elegant performances as a synchronized swimmer. Her role showed off her skills and entertained audiences. These stories give us a peek behind the scenes of famous shows and the people who were part of them. They help us understand the challenges and politics of showbiz. Even though Milton Berle, Barry Williams, Susan Buckner, and others are no longer in the spotlight, their stories still interest people today. In 1976, the Brady Bunch Variety Hour welcomed iconic guests like Tina Turner, who reportedly taught Mick Jagger stage moves during their time touring. Ann B. Davis, best friends with co-star Florence Henderson, brought warmth behind the scenes. However, tensions arose with Milton Berle, known for his clash with RuPaul at the 1993 MTV Video Music Awards. Their feud, both on and off camera, marked a stark departure from the camaraderie typically associated with the show. Earl's behavior ultimately severed his professional ties with RuPaul and left a lasting impression on the event's attendees. Vincent Price, known for his role as the Spirit of the Nightmare in Alice Cooper's television special, also inspired a song by the hard rock band Deep Purple. He appeared as a narrator on Roger Glover's live version of The Butterfly Ball and The Grasshopper Feast. Tina Turner married her longtime boyfriend Erwin Bach after meeting at a record label party in London. Vincent Price, known for his roles in various plays at the La Jolla Playhouse in California, starred in productions such as The Winslow Boy and Billy Budd. Paul Williams, who composed music and lyrics for Happy Days, also had the sitcom aired in England and Australia before its Los Angeles debut in 2006. Ann B. Davis, speaking of the child actors from the Brady Bunch, praised Eve Plum's talent but expressed sympathy for her struggles in finding adult success. It's evident that these individuals brought diverse talents to the show. Their contributions added depth and variety to the performances. In 1976, the Brady Bunch Variety Hour brought together a diverse cast of performers, including Rip Taylor. Taylor's Las Vegas debut on the Eleanor Powell show propelled him into the limelight alongside legends like Frank Sinatra and Judy Garland. Meanwhile, Eve Plum's involvement in the show was initially limited, but contractual obligations extended her stay beyond her father's wishes. Behind the scenes, tensions arose between Rip Taylor and Ann B. Davis, with Davis showing little warmth toward Taylor, despite their characters' supposed romantic involvement. These dynamics added layers to the production, reflecting the complexities of showbiz relationships. Did you know that a famous songwriter, Paul Williams, made a special appearance on a live episode of The Muppet Show in 2001? He sang some of the catchy songs he wrote for the Muppets during a fan convention called Muppet Fest. The event also raised money for Save the Children. Another interesting story is about Vincent Price, known for his spooky movie roles. He got married to actress Coral Brown when he was 60 years old. Their love story began while working together on a movie called Theater of Blood. Cheryl, a well-known entertainer, had a bit of a mystery surrounding her age. But during an episode of The Merv Griffin Show in 1966, it was officially announced that she was 21 years old, which meant she was born in 1945. These facts give us a glimpse into the lives of some interesting people involved in the Brady Bunch Variety Hour. Robert Reed, the only cast member of the original show to miss 2 episodes. The first was Goodbye, Alice, Hello. It was written out of the second one because he strongly disapproved of the script, which had Greg's hair turning orange because of a cheap hair tonic. Most of the cast was prepared for weekly song and dance routines. The kids had practiced choreography on set during the original show's run and put on concerts between seasons. Florence Henderson had sung professionally. Robert Reed tried hard, but according to Henderson, he had 2 left feet. His choreography was kept to a minimum. Vincent Price, portrayed by Morris Lammarch in The Simpsons Treehouse of Horror. In 1976, the Brady Bunch Variety Hour aired, featuring a range of guest stars from different entertainment spheres. Lee Majors, known for his roles in various films and television shows, began filming a movie called Ladyfingers in the Philippines. Yvette Mimieux and Paul Williams joined him in the cast, with Robert Vincent O'Neill directing. Despite the production announcement, there's no evidence the film was ever completed or released. Ann B. Davis, remembered by many as the humorous maid Alice Nelson from the Brady Bunch, contributed to the show's comedic charm. Meanwhile, Vincent Price, recognized for his distinctive voice and roles in horror films, attended the opening night of the Rocky Horror Picture Show in 1975. These diverse talents added to the eclectic appeal of the series. In Growing Up Brady, Carly Schroeder portrayed Susan Alcinator. Ann B. Davis, alongside Florence Henderson, was one of only 2 stars of the Brady Bunch to appear in all 5 reunion specials. These specials included the Brady Bunch Variety Hour, The Brady Girls Get Married, The Brady Brides, A Very Brady Christmas, and The Bradys. In Growing Up Brady, Kaylee Cuoco portrayed Maureen McCormick. These connections provide insights into the continuity within the cast across various productions. Featuring the original cast of the Brady Bunch, except for Eve Plum, who was replaced with Geri Reischl, the show saw Milton Berle making an appearance. Berle was honored with a commemorative postage stamp in 2009 for his contributions to early television. Donny Osmond, another guest, had a notable moment on Broadway with a revival that closed after just 1 performance, marking it as a significant flop. These elements added a unique flavor to the series, showcasing a blend of veteran talent and fresh faces. In 1976, the Brady Bunch Variety Hour introduced a mix of familiar faces and talented guests. Tony Randall, known for winning an Emmy for The Odd Couple, founded the National Actors Theater in New York. Red Fox, who appeared on Flip in 1970, shared the NBC network with the Brady Bunch Variety Hour. These connections added depth to the show's lineup. It was a time of innovation and collaboration in the entertainment industry, bringing together diverse talents and paving the way for memorable moments on screen. In the world of television, there are some interesting stories about famous people and memorable moments. For example, there's a well-known ventriloquist named Edgar Bergen who had a puppet called Charlie McCarthy. Surprisingly, there are 3 versions of Charlie McCarthy today. One is in the Smithsonian Institution, another is in the Museum of Broadcast Communications in Chicago, and the third one belongs to magician David Copperfield, who bought it at an auction for $110,000. Moving on to another part of showbiz, there's Farrah Fawcett, who became famous for her role in Charlie's Angels. Along with her co-stars Jaclyn Smith and Kate Jackson, Fawcett had a memorable time during a photo shoot for Time magazine. At first, they weren't too keen, but they ended up having a nice lunch together away from the producers. Eventually, they made it to the cover of the magazine, which became a favorite moment for them. Now, let's talk about Robert Reed, known for his role in the Brady Bunch. He had mixed feelings about the show. In one of his last interviews, he admitted that he didn't really like being part of it, feeling uncomfortable with his character, Mike Brady. These stories from the Brady Bunch Variety Hour give us different perspectives on the ups and downs of fame in the entertainment industry. In the world of classic TV, there was a famous actor known for playing a character named Greg Brady. He appeared in a show called the Brady Bunch Variety Hour, which was quite popular for a while. However, things took a surprising turn when the show didn't make it to the schedule for the next season. The network talked about doing special episodes to keep the excitement going, but unfortunately, that didn't happen. On another note, there was an actor named Lee Majors who had a catchphrase, "Boy Howdy," from a show called The Big Valley. Even though he was popular too, the fate of bringing back the Brady Bunch Variety Hour was still unsure. Fans were left wondering if they would ever see it again. Susan Buckner, who began as a dancer on the Dean Martin Show in 1971, joined the Brady Bunch Variety Hour. Lee Majors, linked to the inspiration behind Midnight Train to Georgia in 1973, made an appearance. Ann B. Davis, known for her role in Strategic Air Command alongside James Stewart, also participated. Each brought their own flair to the show, contributing to its charm and appeal. It was a gathering of talents from various backgrounds, enriching the Variety Hour with diverse skills and experiences. Vincent Price, known for his iconic roles in horror films, enjoyed the movie Aladdin in 1992. He anticipated his upcoming film The Thief, and The Cobbler in 1994 might face comparisons to it, which saddened him. Mike Lookinland's son, Scott Lookinland, portrayed him in Growing Up Brady in 2000. Edgar Bergen and his daughter, Candace Bergen, both appeared as guest stars on The Muppet Show in 1976. In its brief run, the Brady Bunch Variety Hour brought together an eclectic mix of talent. Notably, Tina Turner declined a role in The Color Purple, later played by Margaret Avery. Meanwhile, Lee Majors, recognized for his roles in The $6 Million Man and The Fall Guy, collaborated frequently with Lindsay Wagner, co-starring in Bionic Conventions. Their partnership began on Owen Marshall, Counselor at Law, and continued through The $6 Million Man, where Wagner debuted her iconic role as the Bionic Woman. Their on- and off-screen chemistry endured for over 2 decades. These interactions enriched the dynamic of the show, showcasing a blend of talent and camaraderie rarely seen elsewhere in the industry. Ann B. Davis, known for her role in the Brady Bunch, appeared in every episode of the original series. Milton Berle, who passed away on the same day as Dudley Moore and Billy Wilder, made a guest appearance on The Muppet Show in 1976, just like Dudley Moore did. Vincent Price, on the other hand, faced challenges with his voiceover work for a Disney ride, Phantom Manor, at Euro Disneyland. Despite difficulties with the French script, Price managed to record the entire piece in English, with his evil laughter remaining in the attraction to this day, even though his spoken lines were eventually replaced. Vincent Price, along with Milton Berle, Liberace, and Ethel Merman, is one of only 4 actors to play a special guest villain in Batman and guest star in The Muppet Show. The infamous horse statue from the Brady Bunch found its way into the Brady's new home, albeit painted white with a brown bridle and saddle. Lee Majors starred concurrently on 2 television series as Jess Brandon on Owen Marshall, Counselor at Law, and Colonel Steve Austin on The $6 Million Man. Ann B. Davis, known for her role in Love That Bob, won 2 Emmy Awards in the 1950s. Only 2 episodes of the show were released on VHS and DVD by Rhino in 2000. Plans to issue the complete series in 29 were scrapped due to high music licensing fees. Marie Osmond, a close friend of Darla Sperry since 1980, had an interesting connection. They were dating each other's future husbands. In the 1976 TV series The Brady Bunch Variety Hour, Rip Taylor was a notable figure. He dedicated much of his time to charitable causes, including AIDS organizations, the Thalians, the Screen Actors Guild, the Actors Home, and the Friars Charitable Trust. He was also a regular participant in the Jerry Lewis Telethon. The pilot episode was wrapped up just a day before Thanksgiving in 1976, a mere 4 days before its scheduled airing. The crew had to work tirelessly to edit the episode, enduring multiple sleepless nights to meet the deadline. Robert Reed, known for his role in the Brady Bunch Variety Hour, had a background in Shakespearean theater. He performed in productions such as Romeo and Juliet and A Midsummer Night's Dream with an off-Broadway company known as the Shakespeareites. Later in life, he even taught a Shakespearean acting course at UCLA. Red Fox, unfortunately, passed away due to a heart attack while on set. Barry Williams, on the other hand, found himself starring in Church Basement Ladies 2 at the New Theater restaurant in Overland Park, Kansas, up until November 2009. During September of that year, Susan Buckner landed a supporting role in the Hardy Boysency Drew Mysteries TV series. These events marked significant moments for the cast members. Each pursued their careers beyond the Brady Bunch Variety Hour, showcasing their talents in various projects. It's fascinating to see how their paths diverged after their time on the show. After their time on the popular TV series, Susan Olsen and Donny Osmond continued to find success in different areas. Olsen explored voice acting and took on various roles, while Osmond focused on his singing career, wowing audiences on a well-known singing competition. Meanwhile, Edgar Bergen, a significant figure from the show, was honored in a movie long after his TV days. His influence on entertainment has lasted for generations, touching the hearts of fans worldwide. Each of these individuals has left their mark on the entertainment world, showing that talent, passion, and hard work can lead to lasting success. Their stories remind us of the power of dedication in the ever-changing entertainment industry. In the world of entertainment, several talented individuals from a well-known TV show demonstrated their skills on stage and screen. One actor, recognized for his role in various productions, including West Side Story, Grease, and Oklahoma, also appeared in The Great Mouse Detective, where he especially enjoyed performing to 2 original songs. Another actor, associated with reviving classic theater, invested his own money and gathered funds from various sources to support this endeavor. These remarkable individuals went beyond their television roles, leaving a lasting influence on the entertainment industry. Robert Reed, known for his role in the series, kept his illness secret from the cast for years. He finally reached out to Florence Henderson shortly before his death, asking her to inform the rest of the cast. Geri Reischl, often called Fake Jan, gained recognition through promos on Nick at Night and TV Land. She was one of 3 finalists for a role in The Exorcist, but withdrew after her mother intervened. It's a part of the show's history that resonates with fans. Following a well-received guest appearance, a spin-off series was hastily decided upon without consulting its original creator. The rush led to quick negotiations and compromises during development. Eventually, both parties agreed, but the original creator received minimal compensation. Vincent Price, known for his roles in horror films, had a controversial past with anti-Semitic views when he was younger. However, his opinions changed significantly as he got older. Coincidentally, Farrah Fawcett and Michael Jackson both passed away in California on the same day, although at different times. Their deaths deeply affected their fans and the entertainment industry. This look into Hollywood collaborations and coincidences reminds us of the intricate nature of the entertainment world. One of the actors from a popular TV show has done really well financially. Among the cast, Christopher Knight, who played one of the kids, has the most money, with a net worth of $10 million. Marie Osmond, another actor from the show, was born on her dad's 42nd birthday. Her dad, George Osmond, already had 7 sons, so he was surprised to have a daughter. Besides acting, Marie Osmond started a project called the Children's Miracle Network with John Schneider. This project has raised a lot of money, over $1.8 billion since 1983. It helps hospitals for kids in the U.S. and Canada. Because of her work, Marie got an important award from the Country Music Foundation in 1989. She's done a lot to help sick children and their families. Red Fox declined a role in The Great White Hope due to his belief that it had whitewashed his friend Jack Johnson's story. Barry Williams faced a $50,000 fine from Actors Equity for participating in a non-equity tour of The Sound of Music. Fred Berry was once part of the Lockers, a dance troupe based in Los Angeles. These incidents shed light on the diverse backgrounds of the cast members. Fox's decision reflected his loyalty to Johnson. Williams's find showcased the strict regulations of actors' equity, and Berry's involvement with the Lockers highlighted his dance background. Each member brought unique experiences to the Brady Bunch Variety Hour, enriching its dynamic. In one scene of the Brady Bunch Variety Hour, Maureen McCormick and Dana Plato, both in uncredited roles, appear alongside Christy McNichol in Burt Reynolds' film The End. The moment occurs at 41 minutes into the movie. Meanwhile, Murray Osmond, part of the Brady Bunch Variety Hour ensemble, earned a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame for recording, located at 7080 Hollywood Boulevard. Additionally, she made an appearance in the Muppets She Drives Me Crazy music video. Freeze at 41 minutes to catch McCormick and play Toe in the end. Osmond's star is at 7080 Hollywood Boulevard. Don't miss her in the Muppets music video. Florence Henderson's portrayal of Carol Brady made a big impression on TV. In a poll from 26 by TV Guide Bravo, her character was voted as the TV mom who influenced people's ideas about housewives the most, getting 45% of the votes. She beat out other famous TV moms like June Cleaver and Shirley Partridge. Donny Osmond and his siblings got a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame at 7080 Hollywood BLVD for their music achievements. Barry Williams, played by Adam Brody in Growing Up Brady, is an important figure in TV history. His role in the show showed what it's like growing up in a blended family. All of these things show how much the Brady Bunch Variety Hour and its actors have influenced popular culture. In the history of Middlesboro High School, one former student stands out for his achievements. He was a star athlete during his time there. The school recognized his contributions by naming their football field after him in 1986. Additionally, they inducted him into their Sports Hall of Fame in 1991. Another interesting tidbit comes from a biography in the Scribner Encyclopedia of American Lives. It reveals some behind-the-scenes details about a popular show. Apparently, marijuana and cocaine were common among the writers. One of the writers once joked that watching the show made more sense when you were under the influence. Intriguing details, right? Maureen McCormick portrayed Marcia Brady in 6 different series. These include The Brady Bunch, the ABC Saturday Superstar Movie, The Brady Kids, The Brady Bunch Variety Hour, The Brady Brides, and Day by Day. Tony Randall, whose character Felix Unger on The Odd Couple was well known, was the son of Moshe Rosenberg and Julia Rosenberg. Milton Berle, along with Vincent Price, Liberace, and Ethel Merman, appeared as a special guest villain in Batman and guest starred in The Muppet Show. That's the lineup of some notable names in the Brady Bunch Variety Hour. Some people became well known for their roles in TV and radio. One actress, Geri Reischl, got famous for playing Jan Brady, even though she wasn't the original choice. Another actor, Maureen McCormick, wrote a book about her life as Marcia Brady and her struggles. Then there's Vincent Price, who usually did scary movies, but also hosted a radio show called The Price of Fear. These folks made their mark in the entertainment world, showing how powerful stories can be. Their work still inspires people today. In the realm of entertainment history, there's a tale of stars colliding in an unexpected mix of music, laughs, and talent. Before hitting the big time, one notable figure appeared on a popular dating show showcasing early charm and charisma. Another, famous for memorable roles in numerous films, lent his distinguished presence to the ensemble. Adding a comedic twist was yet another personality, whose lively humor injected energy into the production. This unique blend of personalities came together on a television show that broke new ground, combining music and comedy. Each brought something special to the table, contributing to the show's lasting impact on TV history. Looking back, it's fascinating to see how these individuals with their varied talents helped shape the entertainment landscape. In 1976, the Brady Bunch Variety Hour brought together a range of talented guest stars. Milton Berle, interviewed in 1968, made an appearance. Vincent Price, known for his love of Shakespeare, showcased his acting skills. Tony Randall, nominated multiple times for Tony Awards, was also part of the show. The Variety Hour aimed to entertain audiences with its mix of comedy, music, and celebrity appearances. It was a platform for diverse talents to come together and create memorable performances. The Brady Bunch Variety Hour remains a unique part of television history, showcasing the talents of its cast and guest stars. During production of the show, Geri Reischl often felt nervous around the swimming pool due to her fear of deep water, a phobia shared with the late Natalie Wood. Vincent Price, known for his role in Victoria Regina, was likened to Prince Albert by Lillian Gish during their collaboration on The Whales of August. Tony Randall originated the role of EK. Hornbeck and Inherit The Wind on Broadway, also filling in for Anthony Heald and George C. Scott in later productions of the play. Lee Majors, known for his work on The Big Valley, shared fond memories of his collaboration with Barbara Stanwyck. Christopher Knight, a former cast member of the Brady Bunch, gained prominence post-1976, appearing in The Surreal Life and starring in his own reality show with his partner Adrian Curry. Ann B. Davis, who had a successful career in theater, earned her bachelor's degree from the University of Michigan in 1948. These diverse talents brought their unique experiences to the series, adding depth and flavor to the performances. In the show, Milton Berle hosted the first ever charity telethon in May 1949, lasting 24 hours. Vincent Price, known for significant films like Laura and House of Wax, appeared. Geri Reischl with bangs that had her hair styled to resemble Eve Plum's. This added depth to the cast's appearance, enhancing the show's authenticity. These renowned personalities contributed to the series' appeal and cultural significance, enriching its entertainment value with their presence. Vincent Price, known for his roles in horror movies, appeared in several films with House in the title. Some of these include The House of the Seven Gables, House of Wax, House on Haunted Hill, House of Usher, and others. Barry Williams, who was part of the Brady Bunch Variety Hour, later appeared as Mr. Howell in a stage production of Gilligan's Island the Musical. He shared the stage with Dawn Wells, who played Mistress Howell. Farrah Fawcett was portrayed by Tricia Helfer in a TV movie about the making of Charlie's Angels. These actors, each with their own unique contributions, have left a mark on television history. In the vast history of TV, there are tons of cool stories behind the scenes. One story goes back to when TV was super popular, with big names like Milton Berle, Lee Majors, and Vincent Price making their mark. Imagine this Milton Berle, the funny guy known as Mr. Television, writing a script for a character called The Last Laugh. Berle was really talented, not just at making people laugh, but also at writing. Then there's Lee Majors, the handsome actor from The $6 Million Man. He wanted to be in a famous movie called Midnight Cowboy, but he couldn't because of a contract he had to follow. That's just how it goes in showbiz sometimes. And don't forget Vincent Price, the creepy actor who scared people on screen. He went on a game show called The 64,000 Question and won 32,000. Turns out he was smart off screen too. These stories remind us of the interesting history of TV, where good and bad moments are all part of the fun. As we dig into the past, we find these little bits of wisdom that show how TV has changed over time, all thanks to the small screen. In the realm of entertainment, there are stories that reveal surprising insights into the lives of familiar faces. Let's delve into a few intriguing tales that shed light on the behind-the-scenes dynamics of showbiz. One actress, known for her role as a housekeeper on a popular TV show, chose not to talk much about a spin-off series she was part of. Despite her importance in the original show, she seemed to view the spin-off as a failure, although she didn't explain why. Then there's a famous comedian often hailed as a TV pioneer, but his claim to being the first person on television is up for debate. While he made significant contributions to TV, his title as the first TV star isn't clear-cut. Another story involves a singer-songwriter who once auditioned for a well-known band but didn't make the cut. Even though he didn't join the band, the experience influenced his career in the entertainment industry. These tales provide glimpses into the ups and downs of Hollywood, showing how success and setbacks are intertwined. Each story adds to the history of showbiz, showing that fame and failure are part of the journey for many in the industry. And so, the legacies of these individuals continue to resonate in the world of entertainment, standing the test of time. In 1976, the show featured Tina Turner in a stunning green taffeta and black silk-toed Giorgio Armani dress adorned with Swarovski crystals for her wedding to longtime German boyfriend Erwin. The ceremony, held at their Chateau Algonquin Swiss estate, was attended by notable figures like Oprah Winfrey, Gayle King, Bryan Adams, David Bowie, Sade, and Eros Ramazzotti. During the celebration, Bryan Adams joined Tina in a duet of the rock song It's Only Love. Donny Osmond made his first television appearance on the Andy Williams Show in 1963, just one day after his 6th birthday. Susan Olsen was absent from filming A Very Brady Christmas in 1988 because she was on her honeymoon in Jamaica. Tony Randall, known for his role in The Odd Couple, previously performed with Jack Klugman in The Pirate's House during the golden age of television. Red Fox, famous for Sanford and Son, often feigned heart attacks on the show, a nod to his character's weak heart. Ironically, when he suffered a real heart attack, it was mistaken for another prank. Milton Berle, who appeared in Batman, also had a role in The Mark of Zorro, which inspired Batman's creation. These connections enrich the history of the era, showcasing the interwoven nature of television and film. In the world of entertainment, connections between actors often surprise us. One notable pair, Vincent Price and Charlton Heston, found themselves linked through their work. Heston starred in a film called The Omega Man, a remake of a movie Price had previously been in called The Last Man on Earth. Before this, they both appeared in The Ten Commandments. Another familiar face from television, Christopher Knight, played a character named Peter Brady across several shows. From the Brady Bunch to the Brady Kids, and even a variety show, Knight reprised his role multiple times, continuing to charm audiences. On a different note, Tina Turner had a relationship with Raymond Hill during the late 50s. Their time together led to the birth of their son. It's fascinating to see how these connections weave through the fabric of entertainment history. Ann B. Davis was portrayed by Sue-Ann Spoke in Growing Up Brady. Farrah Fawcett had a peculiar opening night experience on July 25, 1980, during a performance at the Burt Reynolds Dinner Theater. Geri Reischl developed a crush on her TV sibling, Christopher Knight. Despite the unusual incident during Farrah Fawcett's performance, reviews were positive. Geri Reischl's crush on Christopher Knight was noteworthy in the show's history. Sue-Ann Spoke played Ann B. Davis in Growing Up Brady. Farrah Fawcett faced an unusual incident during a performance in 1980. Geri Reischl's crush on Christopher Knight added an interesting dynamic to the show. The performance incident didn't overshadow Farrah Fawcett's positive reviews. Geri Reischl's crush on Christopher Knight was a notable aspect of the show's behind-the-scenes dynamics. One standout from a famous TV show about a big family is Maureen McCormick. She played Marcia Brady, the oldest sister. Although the show had many memorable phrases, it's interesting that McCormick's most famous line wasn't said by her character. Instead, another character said it. The actors on the show were like a big family off-screen too. For instance, Susan Olsen, who played Cindy Brady, named her son after the character her TV brother played. She named him Michael after Bobby Brady. This shows how close they were. Another actor from the show, Ann B. Davis, who played Alice the housekeeper, had more success after the show ended. The person who made the show, Lloyd J. Schwartz, wrote a play just for her. This shows how much the show meant to everyone involved. In the 1976 TV series, renowned songwriter Paul Williams penned the theme song for another popular show, The Love Boat. Interestingly, Williams had a knack for crafting catchy tunes, as evidenced by his hit Rainy Days and Mondays, which he originally intended for the Fifth Dimension, but ended up being performed by the Carpenters. Additionally, Red Fox, known for his stand-up comedy, faced an unexpected turn of events in 1975 during a performance in Las Vegas. Arriving an hour late, he found only a handful of audience members remaining. Despite the orchestra's attempt to salvage the situation by playing his theme song, Fox promptly left the stage, leaving them perplexed. These anecdotes shed light on the diverse talents and experiences within the entertainment industry during that era. In the 1976 TV series The Brady Bunch Variety Hour, Barry Williams had an interesting connection to Peter Gabriel's song The Barry Williams Show. Although the song wasn't initially about him, Barry Williams was later invited by Peter Gabriel to appear in the song's video. Vincent Price, known for his roles in various films, including The Song of Bernadette and The Fly, had a quirky side. During breaks in filming The Song of Bernadette, Price and George McCready opened an art gallery together. Additionally, Price had to redo the last scene of The Fly multiple times due to uncontrollable laughter. These anecdotes shed light on the personalities and experiences of the actors involved, adding depth to the legacy of the Brady Bunch Variety Hour. In the world of entertainment, one performer left audiences spellbound with his acting skills, staging over 800 shows across the United States and Australia between 1977 and 1980. He captured the essence of Oscar Wilde in a solo performance titled Diversions and Delights, drawing praise from all corners. Meanwhile, another actor faced various challenges during his earlier career, showcasing resilience in difficult situations on screen. Lastly, a talented actress brought authenticity to her roles, drawing from her diverse background. In the world of television, unexpected twists often lead to surprising outcomes. Take, for instance, the story of Robert Reed. Known for facing tough challenges in the original series, he found himself unexpectedly enjoying a new spin-off show. Perhaps it was the absence of his usual rival, the creator, that allowed him to truly embrace the experience. Despite not being the best singer or dancer, Reed fully embraced his character's less-than-stellar musical skills, adding a comedic touch to the show's vibe. Another interesting turn came with Haywood Nelson, originally part of the Good Times cast, being replaced by Ralph Carter, a seasoned performer with lots of experience in front of live audiences. As the cast adjusted to their characters and the demands of the variety show format, the whole production gained a lively energy, mixing comedy, music, and entertainment seamlessly. Amidst all this talent and creativity, the Brady Bunch Variety Hour became a memorable part of TV history, leaving a lasting impression on both its cast and viewers. Christopher Knight, previously a member of the Brady Kids singing group, had initially declined involvement in the show due to feeling tone-deaf and lacking dancing skills. However, he was persuaded to join when promised limited musical performances. Vincent Price, known for narrating the hilarious House of Frightenstein, was also part of the cast. Mike Lookinland portrayed Bobby Brady across 6 different series, including the Brady Bunch Variety Hour. These actors contributed to the show's dynamic. Susan Buckner performed a rendition of the locomotion on an episode of a TV series. Susan Olsen authored a book titled Love to Love You Brady's The Bizarre Story of the Brady Bunch Variety Hour, which humorously looks back at the show's history. Tina Turner battled intestinal cancer and underwent a kidney transplant in 2017. Her husband donated the kidney. Turner still faces health complications from the transplant. Natalie Wood and her daughters frequented the set. During one of the numerous dance numbers around the swimming pool, Geri Reischl, feeling nervous about falling into the water, hesitated due to her inability to swim. Barry Williams, known for his role in the Brady Bunch, had his co-star Christopher Knight serve as best man at his first wedding. During the production of the series, disagreements between Robert Reed and the creator-producer Sherwood Schwartz were frequent. Reed often walked off the set due to arguments and sent detailed memos expressing his dissatisfaction with the writing and directing. Despite this, Schwartz tolerated Reed's behavior because his instincts were usually accurate. In fact, Reed eventually directed several episodes himself. Sherwood Schwartz first learned about the show when his son noticed it listed in TV Guide. Schwartz, who was the creator and executive producer of the Brady Bunch, was highly critical of the Brady Bunch Variety Hour and frequently emphasized his lack of involvement with it. Rip Taylor, a prominent figure in the show, received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame for live theater in 1992. In the series, Ann B. Davis portrayed the character Alice Nelson across 6 different shows. Susan Olsen, known for her role as Cindy Brady, appeared in 5 series. During casting for the show, over 500 girls auditioned to replace Eve Plum as Jan Brady. Ultimately, Kathy Hilton and Geri Reischl emerged as the top contenders, with Reischl winning the role. These actors brought continuity and familiarity to their roles across multiple series. In one episode, Marcia, played by Maureen McCormick, injures her nose while playing football. Interestingly, prior to filming, Maureen herself had injured her nose in a car accident. Tina Turner, during her mid-1980s solo career peak, disclosed the abuse she suffered from Ike Turner during their marriage. Ike later admitted to hitting Tina, claiming it wasn't excessive compared to others. Florence Henderson became the first female guest host on The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson in 1962. After finishing his studies and getting a bachelor's degree in speech, theater, and dance from Glasgow State College, Robert Hegyes started his acting career in New York City. Meanwhile, on TV, the famous Red Fox appeared on the Arsenio Hall show shortly before passing away in 1991, leaving behind a memorable influence on comedians and actors. In another story, Vincent Price, prompted by a friend, recorded a narration about the history of Tombstone, Arizona. He did it effortlessly in one go in Hollywood. Despite never visiting Tombstone, his narration became a permanent feature at the OK Corral site. This shows his exceptional talent and dedication to his craft. These stories show how influential these figures were in entertainment, leaving a lasting mark on popular culture. Their essence remains alive, preserved in history for future generations. Susan Olsen underwent surgery to correct her lisp, a trait that had endeared her character Cindy Brady to millions of TV viewers. Milton Berle, known for his foundational role in the Friars Club of Beverly Hills, established the club in 1947 along with other notable figures such as Jimmy Durante and Bing Crosby. Christopher Knight, following his fame from the Brady Bunch, found success with guest appearances on various late 70s TV shows like One Day at a Time, The Bionic Boy, Happy Days, and Chips. In its pilot, the sets were filled with gaudy, multicolored glitter. However, during production, the sets underwent a significant overhaul. The color palette was toned down, and the glitter was removed. Christopher Knight's portrayal in Growing Up Brady was handled by Rabbi Vollman. The show's legacy was commemorated in the 2009 coffee table book Love to Love You Brady's, co-authored by cast member Susan Olsen. In a memorable incident dubbed the Testimony Incident, Rip Taylor, along with actress Patty Duke, appeared on Super Password in January 1988. During the show, Duke accidentally disclosed the password, prompting Taylor to humorously express his dismay by removing his toupee and exclaiming, "It's not fair." This unexpected moment brought laughter to the studio audience and paused the game momentarily. Taylor continued playing without his toupee, making it a unique television moment. Red Fox stood out as one of the few performers to lead television shows on all three main networks. He starred in Sanford and Son on NBC, The Royal Family on CBS, and had shows like The Red Fox Show and The Red Fox Comedy Hour on ABC. Edgar Bergen, in his will, allocated $10,000 to his dummy Charlie McCarthy through the Actors Fund. This gesture aimed to preserve Charlie and maintain him in good condition, reflecting Bergen's fondness for his iconic creation. Originally named Charlie Mack after its sculptor, Charlie McCarthy remained a beloved figure even beyond Bergen's lifetime. The mother of one of the stars, Milton Berle, was often seen in the audience during his show, basking in the glow of her son's success as he dazzled audiences with his comedic prowess. Meanwhile, Tina Turner, a legendary icon of music, gracefully turned down a role in a famous film, preferring to focus on her music career and maintain her artistic integrity. And Christopher Knight, best known for his role as Peter Brady in a beloved TV series, found himself embroiled in a baffling case of mistaken identity when he was wrongly accused of assault Lieutenant Knight. Later, reflecting on the incident, criticized the media's rush to judgment, condemning what he perceived as lazy journalism. Despite the ordeal, Knight persevered, continuing to entertain audiences with his talent and charm. These anecdotes offer intriguing glimpses into the lives of these celebrated personalities, reminding us that fame often comes with its own set of challenges and triumphs. Vincent Price made his acting debut at London's Gate Theatre. Maureen McCormick had struggles with bulimia, cocaine, and quaaludes during the show's production, leading to erratic behavior and missed rehearsals. Geri Reischl had to learn McCormick's part in addition to her own to cover for her absences. Christopher Knight served as the best man at a co-star's wedding. During the TV show's time, Florence Henderson, known as Carol Brady, always went back home to her family in New York City every week. She loved those moments with her family despite being busy with work. Robert Reed, who played Mike Brady, brought a friendly vibe to the set from his days in a fraternity. This made everyone on set feel close like a team. The show had a big effect on culture, leaving a strong memory for later generations. Even on other shows like that 70s show, they joked about it. In one funny part, Kitty Foreman imagines her son and his friend becoming famous like the Partridge Family. But Shirley Jones, who was on the Brady Bunch, shows up and jokes about it, saying there are rules even on TV. The show's message about family and humor still matters today. It's a reminder of how TV can bring people together and make them laugh. The Brady Bunch Variety Hour, with all its memories, shows how special TV can be, bringing joy to people over time. The swimming pool on the show was 45 feet long, 25 feet wide, and 5'8" deep. Donny Osmond became close friends with Michael Jackson in the early 1970s while they both were teen stars performing with their brothers. They remained close until Jackson's death in 2009. In 2011, Geri Reischl released an album entitled One Unto at Riverside, which includes re-recordings of 4 songs that she performed on the show Your Song, Southern Nights, Rose Garden, and I Believe in Music. She also released a music video on YouTube for Your Song, which includes many references to the show. Robert Hegyes, known for his role in Welcome Back, Kotter, passed away in 2012 from a heart attack. Coincidentally, Ron Palillo, another cast member from the same show, also succumbed to a heart attack that year. Vincent Price had plans to star in a production of Shakespeare's Titus Andronicus directed by Charles Ludlam. Unfortunately, Ludlam's untimely death during the planning stage halted the project. Michael Lembeck shared the screen with his father, Harvey Lembeck, in an episode of The Partridge Family where they portrayed characters on opposite sides of a strike.